Hi guys, I'm Ryan, one of the instructors here at Ground Control, here with my teammate Alec, one of our purple belt competitors here. Going to go over a couple of attacks from the full guard position. So before we get into the actual techniques, want to go over a couple of things, terminologies that you might hear me refer to during the next series of videos. So there's three main parts that you'll hear come up in each one of these techniques. The first one's referred to as posture control. Posture control meaning that if Alec is in my guard, in my full guard, Alec has good posture right now, a nice straight back, and most of my targets are going to be, there's quite a bit of distance between the two of us. So if I'm trying to throw up a triangle or I'm trying to do an arm bar from here, it's going to be difficult to do. Posture control is bringing Alec's torso towards me and holding it there, a way to keep it right where it is. So whether I'm clearing the arms, bringing down, coming across with the arm, whatever the case may be, I'm controlling his posture. Now, when we're in the middle of a technique, there's going to be times when we need to maintain that posture control. We'll use an arm bar, for example. So as I'm going for my arm bar position, you see right now how Alec's back is now more parallel towards the ground than perpendicular. My leg that's coming underneath of him is maintaining his posture, the leg that's coming underneath the arm. As I go to execute, biting down onto the back of his head with my leg, it's also preventing Alec from standing back up. If I'm lazy with this and Alec comes back up, that arm's going to miss the point of hyperextension, which is going to mess up my arm. So posture control is one of the parts that we always look towards when we're attacking from full guard. Target isolation is going to be another one. Isolating a target. What I mean by that is the more mobility that my partner, my opponent, has when I'm trying to execute a submission, the more room and space that he has to move, the easier it's going to be to relieve pressure or create space to alleviate a choke. So let's look at that from a Kimura. If I'm looking to attack Alec right now towards the Kimura, when I'm starting to come back through, and I have good control right now of his arm, the target being the shoulder, if my elbow is pointed upward, and Alec has the ability to move his shoulder either up and down. Can you go ahead up with your shoulder, please? Yeah, up and down towards my chest, or laterally, side to side with your shoulder. Cool, it's gonna make it tough for me to pin that submission down. So clamping my elbow down onto the armpit and keeping it pinned towards my ribs. Go ahead and move around now. That's isolating the target, makes it much easier for me to execute the submission. The last one that we're going to talk about is going to be creating our angle. So this is one of the things that's, when people are first starting out, one of the big mistakes that you see people make. They get overzealous to try to attack that submission. So the submission that we'll work for right now is going to be the triangle. And if I have one arm in, one arm out coming out of the guard, even if I get the arm all the way across, if I'm just trying to get this guy locked, you see the connection between the crease of my knee and my ankle is difficult for me to get. Creating my angle would be putting my foot towards the hip in this case and pushing my head towards the opposite direction. I've created an angle off of Alec's center line that I can bite down, get good connection, and then execute the submission. So the three terminologies we're going to hear us talk about: posture control, target isolation, creating our angle.